It's 100 degrees out here, and most Tesla fridges are basically expensive lunch boxes that barely stay cool. But watch this. While everyone else is wrestling with tiny, weak, rear trunk coolers that struggle to hit 40 degrees, I've got a literal freezer in the front of my car, made by Tlyard. Stop wasting your trunk space on weak coolers. This is the first professional-grade, high-capacity refrigerator designed specifically for the Tesla Frunk. It's bigger, it's colder. If you're planning any road trip this summer, you need to see this. I'm going to show you how to install it so you never have to drink a lukewarm water again. All right, let's see what's in the box. It has handles because it's portable. Take it out to the park. It comes with an air hose, power plug, and a 12-volt power line. The next installation is the power, so let's get to it. Undo all the bolts so you can remove the front. My wires look a little bit different because I installed an LED strip for my frunk. It's really easy, so I didn't make a video for it. That's why I had to detach the wiring. But you don't have to if you didn't make any modifications there. Press on the clip so you can detach the wiring. Then you have to press in the 4 clips to get the module out. Now remove the underhood apron. Just lift it from its clips. Easy. Before you lift up the frunk, you have to detach this clip right here. Now let's remove the HEPA filter with a 10mm socket. And then lift it straight up. By the way, when you want to replace the HEPA filter later on, it's right here. We're going to route this power wire through the firewall and then plug in the other end to the 12-volt power under your armrest. So first, remove this passenger footwell cover. There are 4 clips holding it up. Peel back the carpet and you'll see a large rubber circle. Use a drill to puncture the hole. Stick a clothes hanger or something similar so you can fish in your positive and negative wire. Do you see where it's supposed to come out? Now I need to drill a hole into the plastic cover so I can put it back on the firewall. Now let's fish the wire inside. Now pull out the power wire. And then I'm going to zip tie the wire along the existing wire. First, let's open up the center console. Move the seats all the way back. Then open the armrest. You can remove the trim with just your hands. Start at the rear. The Tesla service manual shows 9 clips that have to be released. It helps to put your fingers in the bottom of the trim and pull up, like I did. Now use both hands and pull up. The trim is attached to a connector to charge your phones. Release that connector and get the trim out of the way. Now remove the bright strip. I don't know why Tesla calls it a bright strip. That's what the repair manual calls it. You're going to need a torque 20 bit to remove the 7 screws on each side. Do the same thing on the other side. I don't need to show you that part. Sometimes you'll see these metal taps fall to the floor or get stuck on the bright strip. Just remove them carefully and put them back on the decor trim before putting it back on. Now, pull up on the cup holder decor. Then remove the security controller electrical connector. By the way, you can't drive the car until you reconnect this controller, unless you can drive your car without your phone or key card. It won't recognize your phone until you reconnect this. Instead of taking up my plug space, I want to hardwire my wire to the 12V. So cut into the cloth shielding to expose the power and the ground wires. The blue wire is constant 12V or 15V. That's why if you plug your accessory into this plug, it won't turn off unless your sentry is off and the car goes to sleep. You're going to tap into this blue wire for constant power. Then you'll tap into the brown wire, that's ground. I use posit taps to tap into wires. There's a link in the description below. Depending on the project, I always use a fuse right at the power wire. It's a good safety precaution, especially since you don't want to short a Tesla. And Tesla doesn't have a physical fuse box like most cars. It looks ugly to have wire coming out of your center console. So let's go deeper and route the wire underneath to have a clean install. So let's remove the cup holder trim by releasing the 4 screws. Pull up from the middle and side. Release the connectors for the light and 12V plug. Now lift up the cup holder. Let's go fishing for wires. I just undid a metal clothes hanger so I could fish this through the hole. So that wires don't come out of the center console looking ugly, we're going to fish the power and ground wires through this hole. Okay, then tape the wire to the hook and then fish the wire up. And then connect it to the power wire and do the same thing for the ground wire. Now let's put the clip into the new vent module for the fridge. Put the power wire into the frunk space. Plug in the power and ground as indicated on the diagram. Now plug the wires back in to the light module. It's not easy to put in the air hose, so you have to lift up the frunk to create space. After the hose is secure, put the frunk down. Now plug in your cords. Now you're done. What do you think? As you can see, there's no air vent. It cools by cooling the perimeter of the box. Let me show you how it works. It doesn't work automatically. You have to hold down on the settings button until you hear a beep. It's a toggle between the max mode or eco mode. I'm going to choose max at 26 degrees and then wait. Now it's on, and currently it's at 73 degrees. But that 73 degrees is not an exact science. That may be the temperature on the perimeter, but the actual temperature of the air in the box is 85 degrees. I'm going to put my water bottle in there, so let's get to work. Oh, and another thing, make sure you press tight and hear a click so you know it's shut. Let's come back in 20 minutes and see what's up. Okay, it's down to 51 degrees. Awesome. That's cold. But it's actually 68 degrees. I mean, that's not bad. But let's leave it and come back 15 minutes later. Alright, that's much better. 26 degrees. And the temperature is actually 48 degrees. Yes, the numbers are off, but the water's cold, and that's good enough for me. Let me show you the other function. Hold down on settings, then click on settings again to make it colder or warmer. Click settings again to make it Fahrenheit or Celsius. Then click on the settings again to get to the main selection of Max or Eco. Hold down on power to turn it off or turn it back on. And don't forget to select Max or Eco or nothing happens. Imagine pulling up to a campsite or the beach, opening your frunk and pulling out a literal pint of frozen ice cream. No more soggy ice bags and no more lukewarm water. This is officially my favorite road trip mod of 2026. Check the link in the description below and use my discount code to save some serious cash on your order. If you want to see more unique Tesla upgrades, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Let me know in the comments, what are you putting in your Frunk Fridge first? I'm out.